What's good, people? This your favorite, most turned up host, Soto, man. Here with Mental Health Mondays, the podcast, episode 4. That's on 4 now, that's on 4 now.
And you dropped the 4 hard.
Hey, no game.
The views of Zoldo are not the same views of Dirty Eagle and Geno Pacino. We ain't got nothing to do with all my 4 brothers. Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, I ain't no game maker, so don't mad at me. I'm just a fun kid.
That's crazy, you know, game maker.
No game maker.
Game maker style. That's game maker style.
Beats, hey, Beats. He ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. That's Zoldo.
Hey, that's what I was trying to reference to, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, I wasn't trying to drop the word, you know, I wasn't trying to do nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But got my co-host over here, man.
Dirty Eagle was hiding.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got our first guest of the season.
Yes.
My boy,
That's a blessing.
Geno Pacino, man.
Geno Pacino.
We've been getting work in.
Man, yeah. It's Pacino season, baby.
Hey, this been my Facebook friend for I think like a year or two. So like when you was saying like Geno Pacino, I'm like, who the f is this nigga? Like, you know, on Friday she was like, now who the fuck is this bitch? So like right, I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? But then like seeing him on the page and shit, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's who Geno Pacino is. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is Mental Health Mondays, the podcast episode 4.
That's right.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So the topic for today that we're gonna be discussing is anxiety. Cause I know I've been going through anxiety all my life, you know what I'm saying? If y'all watch episode 3, you know what I'm saying, you will see that I said that I've been experiencing anxiety since I was about 4 or 5, but I really didn't know what it was until I really started to see and deal with mental health as an adult, right? So now I know it and I feel it all the time, and people be like, yo, why are you so nervous? Because I got anxiety, you know what I'm saying? One of the symptoms of anxiety is being nervous, right? So
You brought me in for the right episode.
so that's why I'm glad. And it's crazy because like I called him on a humbug. It was like, yo, did you hit Shaky up? Funny story. It's story time. So last night in the strip club, right? Dirty Eagle. I say, hey bro, did you hit up Shaky? He was like, I'm like, did you hit up Shaky for, you know, the podcast tomorrow, Mental Health Mondays podcast tomorrow? He like, what's Mental Health Mondays the podcast? Nigga, what?
Yeah, you was sauce like that.
And then drunkenly, he did one of these, right? He was like, yeah, man. I got it. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got another dude, Geno Pacino, man. So like you just said, man, I'm glad that we got you here today to talk about anxiety, man. Like, I was gonna start with Dirty Eagle with you, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna start with you. What is anxiety to you, and how long have you been dealing with anxiety?
I deal with anxiety every day, bro. But it's like a byproduct for me of mental health, and then also my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really speak about it as much, but one of the probably the most impactful events when I was a shorty, I used to walk to school with a group of kids from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And the school that I was walking to was not too far from Harper High School. And top school. So I seen somebody get their brains literally like out when I was a shorty. And it didn't really, I can't say it totally carried over, but I never forgot it. It's something that shocked me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff happened in my early development.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like my father died when I was like 5 years old. Man, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with crackhead uncles, you know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff in the family. So I kind of grew up in the midst of chaos, you know what I'm saying? But it was my normal, you see what I'm saying? So the anxiety thing, it's like I stay bottled up a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, when I do speak, I have to catch myself, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, all this stuff is bubbling over.
You're just anxious enough to just like get it out, and sometimes you forget, like, oh, forgot this, I'm deterring the wrong way, like I'm about to say too much.
Even I would say even like through my music, like if you see my performances, like bro, I'll be like super teed up, like you know what I'm saying. But I be like channeling like a lot of nervous energy, you know what I'm saying. And it's like it's super dope having something like Mental Health Mondays and having an outlet to really talk to, you know what I'm saying, to a man too, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, channel that, because that's part of it too, bro. Is like, as men, we be like bottled up in like self-contained units, you know what I'm saying. So I like that now it's more of an open discussion because I mean, at least the niggas I grew up around, because I know niggas do not talk
They don't
about
talk
that
about.
shit.
They don't even tell you if they in love with their girlfriend. So,
That's
imagine,
bitch ass
you
stuff.
know, you a whole
Man,
nigga.
boy, you
Whole
too
nigga.
soft ass.
Listen, man, I've known people who committed suicide, bro. And if you saw them the day before, they was regular,
They
bro.
was like
They was
smiling,
smiling, bro.
everything.
And then, you know what, I'm gonna tell you, like, beyond that, a lot of people are not just scared to open up because it's scary, but because of, like, the judgment that comes with it.
Facts.
So sometimes when you open up to females, bro,
Yeah.
they come back, you know
They
what I'm
use
saying?
attention.
In some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you open up to dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, over time you really see, like, how your guys rotate with you and how your circle is, you know what I'm saying? But you might open up to a dude and he might listen to you, and then he might like, this old bitch.
Right.
Talking like this old cool.
Well, like they'll listen to you, but like it's like they listening to respond instead of listening to understand what you want to do. So that's a big deal.
That's real talk.
That shit. That's real talk.
Now the reason why when I decided to bring Geno Pacino on is because he's as open as he is. He's like, if we can take him into a different body and he was a radio host, he would be Zodo. Now, I mean, so he's...
That's a great comparison. You know what I'm saying? That's a great comparison. And thank you for that.
Yeah, we in there, baby.
So when you talk to him, he, even his music is a reflection of who he is. There's no cap in his rap. You know what I mean? So he'll tell you. He even made a song dedicated to mental health. And not many artists are forward enough in their thinking to even create something like that.
Facts.
You know, I always say as artists, we have the ability to express ourselves, and that's what actually keeps us here. Most people don't even get the opportunity to express themselves.
Facts.
But being an artist, we're not just as harshly as that everyday person. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I was like, for the first episode where we bring a guest on, he's perfect. He speaks on mental health. He's not afraid of it. If you ever need an ear to talk to, he's one of them people that, you know what I'm saying? He's one of them kind of guys, and I respect him for it. I was like, he's got to be the perfect one for this episode. You know what I mean?
That's a blessing.
That's a blessing in itself, especially.
I done did like 3 interviews.
Man, we popping.
Yeah, like only did. You might as well say two. Because I interviewed you,
and then I interviewed you.
Yeah.
And as Matt, speaking of that, to show you how good he is as far as his music, he has the highest viewed show
on your
episode. He's at like 600-700 views.
Hey, we gotta fight over that. I want that back in blood.
You feel me?
I want that back in blood.
That's literally like 600. And as Matt, both interviews,
bro.
And you did interview 2 times.
Right, both interviews that I did with him were 2 of the highest ones, but the last one was the highest
You
one.
just like, yeah.
Boy ain't playing.
And see, just like he just said, like he was dealing with mental health when he was a little kid, but like a lot of us don't really know what mental health is as a little kid, like
especially in our community.
Especially in our community, in the black community, like I don't care about no other race, but in the black community, you a bitch, you a hoe, you a pussy,
Right.
You everything for trying to express yourself. And it's funny because I got a little story, and by me noticing now that I'm older about mental health, I kind of know. So like, it was a thing where it was like a family party, right? So it's funny, but it's kind of like sad at the same time, right? So like, I guess I ain't know how to fight when I was little. I guess I was swinging too soft, whatever it is. So my nigga was like, you don't punch like this, you punch like this. And he stole it on my ass, right? So like I started crying, but that was after, like I was trying to tell him that I ain't want to fight or something like that. So it was just like, I'm going through this shit mentally, and then your bitch ass decided to punch me. And then he just fouled me and said, you don't punch like this.
I already lost.
I just already lost, and I'm trying to.
Now you want to treat me.
Now you judging me? Like you go. In my head, Kevin Hart turned on. I didn't even know Kevin Hart then, but it was like, you gonna hit me, bitch? And say that. So it's like, yeah. So man, it's like just that traumatic experience of that shit, and then like you said, like you talk to a female about your mental health. And she be go tell her friend, oh, that nigga a pussy, that nigga was crying all day long, bitch only cried because it was you. You know what I'm saying?
So this what's so messed up about that aspect, though. So I had read a book that was saying that so you can break the cycle or break the chains, but so the person that you ultimately end up developing into is created within the first 5 years of your life.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So a lot of our shorties, you know what I'm saying, grow up around chaos, bro. Whether that's you as a couple and y'all arguing all the time and the baby right there, you know what I'm saying? Family stuff, you know what I'm saying, that y'all dealing with.
Your environment.
So it's like, so when knowing that, you know what I'm saying, it's like a lot of these children haven't had the chance for their brains to really develop. You know what I'm saying? Properly, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so we out here dealing with a monster, and then you get into this chaotic world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, yeah. I mean, like, yo, I'm down 100% with what y'all doing. Like, being an advocate for this, man, because it's like being an advocate for mental health is being an advocate for change.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's facts. And it's funny you said that, like you said, like, we noticed this in like the first 5 years of us.
Yeah.
And I always reiterate this because I love kids, but it's like 1 out of every 6 child, they go through mental health, right? So like, they probably getting bullied at school, they probably getting bullied by their sibling, or they probably feeling like peer pressure to like do certain shit. Like,
I bully people, bro.
like I got bullied.
I bully
bro.
Like, I got bullied because I was just I got bullied because I was just skinny nigga.
Nah.
So you know, a lot of sense. So I'm glad I got 2 bullies, 2 former bullies right here. Right?
I ain't proud to be having
Now,
a
you know what I'm
bully.
saying? Yeah, reformed bullies. We got the reformed bullies right there. So like, a lot of bullies at the time when I was growing up, and even now, they looked at the skinny niggas as being like weak, soft. You know what I'm saying? They weren't saying nothing. So it was a point in time in 8th grade where this dude just thought, imagine he was the bully of the school. Then he knew how to fight. His whole family was in the school and everything, right? So the nigga just decided that after we came from lunch, we standing in line, that this nigga was gonna push me. You know, but at this time, I think I just felt like that it was enough, right? Because I'm just like, I seen you do this to other motherfuckers, but you ain't finna do it to me, right? So I ended up stoning off his ass, right? And then, like, they just broke us up. So now I'm just like going, and I was proud of myself, right? I was proud of myself. But deep down inside, I'm like, this nigga finna whoop my ass. Right. What you on? But glad I caught the motherfucking bus. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, bullying, man, that's kids go through that shit, man. They go through shit at an early age. And even people that's like 25, 26, 30, they go through bullying too. Even though you probably be like, man, you grown as hell. It's a different way you letting people bully, but it's like a different form of bullying.
You know what?
It's demoralizing though. So this is how I started bullying. So you know how like you used to be roasting motherfuckers, bro. So it's like I used to roast motherfuckers mercilessly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and part of it was like I just like roasting. Part of it was like a defense mechanism because they. So if you see how I'm flaming the other people,
you gonna keep up out the way.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So one of my close partners, you know what I'm saying? I flamed his ass. I flamed him, boy. So, and I know him personally, bro. So I was just digging, shots.
Yeah, I was taking shots.
Nigga still wearing corduroy, clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Not the corduroy.
I'm just cutting up on him, bro. So, yo, it was like a little bit after that. So he came to me, he was like, damn, bro, I wanted to fight you, bro. I should like really,
like knock your ass out of crazy.
But he was like, bro, and I'm approaching you about it because you my man. But he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's you shouldn't do me like that, bro. I mean, if we close, why would you embarrass me like that? And I never even looked at it like that. I looked at it like, yo, niggas just laughing, it's fun, it's cool. Funny. You know what I'm saying? But bro, he took that to the crib with him. You know what I'm saying? So every kid that's getting bullied, you know, it's a lot of shorties that commit suicide.
Yeah, facts.
Cause you know, like, the social media shit is
another form of bullying.
Bro. So it's you know, with me and him being artists, bro. So it's crazy because it's like, you know what I'm saying, like every day I told him since day one, my goal is to be one of the biggest artists in music, bro. But as you ascend and you go towards that goal, you know what I'm saying, bro, it's like you got the trolls, the so on and so forth, bro. And so, you know what I'm saying, even at the level I'm at now, bro, it's like I done had some people, cause I get like a lot of black power. So I got a song called Justice, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of little joints, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm really like, I'm going on some black
like the
power.
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
Yeah, some black power
shit.
And I'm having like a lot of white people like comment on some racist stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, it's like, yo, so just imagine if when I get to the Kendrick level, bro, like what he probably dealing with.
Right.
Bro, I'll be going online, I'll be seeing artists saying like, hey, you suck, I hope you die, so and so or whatever. And they doing it behind a keyboard.
They ain't gonna do it.
But you don't know how that's affecting that artist, you know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, let's say you get like 2,000 of them in a day. Now you still making money, so in one vein you could say, I don't really care about that, bro. But it's hard for you to read that and be unmoved by that.
Yeah. And low-key, it's funny you said that, right? So my first time, like, thinking about that we're doing a podcast for Mental Health Mondays, right? Was last year. That was around the time that Nick Cannon got fired from NBC. Tamar Braxton, which is Tony Braxton's sister, she damn near committed suicide, right, over the relationship that she had tried. Yeah, she committed suicide. They brought her back to life and shit, right? And it was like one of those things where I just know that, yeah, she said it was because like the shit that was going on with like her trying to get away from her contract with the network, and her boyfriend was into it. But I think a lot of that stuff had to do with the scrutiny that she got from social media, right? From being on the reel, from being, oh, she don't look better than Tony Braxton, she's like a Muppet. So I just knew that everything that was in it was like a form of bullying to her, and she just felt like that the only way out was to like take her life. So you speaking on that, fast forward to a year later, and I think it was around this time in June. It was around this time in June when it happened. So it's funny that the world just revolves, man. Like,
yeah, but you know, going back to the bullying thing, you know, bullying for me was a defense mechanism, and it's because of what I endured as a kid.
Yeah.
So you kind of shut everybody out, and you don't want people to get close to you. So I would fuck people up just because mentally what I went through, I wanted people to feel my pain. You know what I mean? And one of the things that really got fucked up, I got into wrestling, right? So now I actually learned how I wrestled for 13 years.
So you was doing the weight cuts and all that?
Bro, I know how to like pick a nigga up.
So you was John Cena before John Cena was John Cena.
You motherfucking right.
Hey, I would look. Soulja Boy said he was the first artist to do something. Dirty Eagle was the first artist.
I was the first artist to choke out a nigga on the playground. Say that shit, Soulja Boy. No, but you know, seriously, I went through personal things from my father being murdered, me being in the career when he got murdered, to family members being dope heads, stealing from me.
That's hella psychological.
And this is the deal though. My parents didn't go through no therapist. When they were growing up, even my mom, she went through some shit as an adult that a sister did to her. She didn't get no therapy for that. So if your parents don't know how to go seek that shit out, when you're going through all these challenges as a young person, they don't know how to even give that to you. And then you're wilding the fuck out. They don't know how to deal with you. Because you're wilding out, but I'm wilding out because of what I went through the first 5 years of my life.
Hey, that's. You ever watch this TV show called Dexter?
Dexter. I watched Dexter's Laboratory, but I don't watch Dexter.
Dexter, my shit.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I gotta watch it now too.
So it's the show. You know, this is not an advertisement for Dexter.
we might need that part.
Solo entertainment.
It's not that paid.
Lounge and Mental Health Mondays, the podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
Do not endorse this.
We don't endorse it. It might be a good show, but we ain't endorsing it until they pay us.
It's a good show, but it's more like a character study, bro. So the main character dude, his mom get killed in like a bad drug deal at the beginning, bro. But they buzzed off her in half in front of the show, right? So the dude, he turned into a serial killer, bro. But he only killed people who, you know what I'm saying, who did something bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he got a secret regular life, bro. And he got so many issues emotionally connecting with people, bro. And that's what the show more so about than him being a serial killer. Bro.
Yeah, it's like
it's a
something deeper than what it is.
Yeah, but it's dope. It's like it's a fire show.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
You gotta watch Dexter.
We gonna check it out, you know what I'm saying? And while we checking it out, so anxiety, right? Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome, right? So the example they give is say desire to do something, typically accompanied by unease or a nervous disorder characterized by a state of excessive uneasiness and apprehension, typically with compulsive behavior or panic attacks, right? So just knowing that definition, when did it start for you, and like what's your definition of like how you go through anxiety?
When you're younger, you really don't understand what anxiety is. I think when anxiety really kicked in was December 24th, 2016, or 17. I believe it's 16, but it could be 17. I got shot in front of my crib on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
A guy I've known since I was a kid, man.
50 Cent.
That's
50 Cent right here.
You feel me?
That's 25.
I'm 25. No, I'm 49.
49, yeah.
But yeah, a guy.
49.
I knew him since I was real young, man. It was my auntie fiance. Yeah, I think he popped the pill, tweaked out, got into an argument with my brother because he was trying to drop my aunt off so he can go kick it with a side chick on Christmas Eve. My brother exposed me. He got heated, tried to fight my brother. I'm the one who stopped all my brothers from whooping his ass. And he threatened my brothers. I'm like, come on. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm like, bro, come on, man. You in my crib, these my brothers tweaking right now. I said, let's talk outside. Talk to him. He apologized, hugged me. I said, hey, man, leave her here. Go on, do whatever you doing. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my business. But chill with the family. Go do your thing. Hour later, we done gave gifts to all the kids that came there. Hour later, he came back to the crib. I'm thinking he wants to apologize to my brothers. Bro, he comes to the door. He said, I'm like, oh, you back? You ready to apologize? He was like, yeah, tell your brothers to come outside. So two of my brothers were still there. One was so angry. I ain't let them beat his ass that he left on Christmas. He ended up coming back. But so I called my brothers out and he pulled a gun. He showed the gun. So I tell him go in the crib and I'm like, man, you brought a gun to the crib, bro. I'm like, get off the property. So he just kind of like was looking through me, like almost like he could see through me, looking at the door. So I'm trying to get his sound, clap my hands, I'm doing all this shit. He won't move, so I start pushing him back from off the property. And if y'all ever been to, well, yeah, y'all been in the crib. So my house has a attached garage. Yeah. We got about halfway through that, and he stopped. He's like, never gonna tell you one motherfucking sign the chance off. I'm like, I'll let you go if you just leave. And he wouldn't move, so I pushed him, man, up that motherfucker. So
when you push it, like,
and then boom, shot me, and it was a long nose 22. It spent me around, you know what I'm saying? My legs still planted, ended up fucking breaking my leg and shit. Spent around, and you ever have a feeling of true helplessness? Like I got 50 motherfuckers in the crib at a Christmas party. All my kids is in the crib, and I can't get up to protect my family. I'm down, you feel me? So ever since then, it's super anxiety. Like I could be running a minute late for something. My anxiety kick in. I start freaking the fuck out. Candace called it my white side. She's like the white side kicking in again. But you know, now because of that has happened, I have the tendency for when you do the smallest motherfucking thing to push you away. Or I will push you away before you ever get close, so you don't hurt me.
It's like I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Yeah, and I'd rather just get rid of you. So
I'll be on the same.
You feel me, bro? I was like, man, fuck.
I do too. Or I'm gonna not fuck with you first before you
decide
that you're gonna not fuck.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, from that December 24, 2016 up until now, it's been on a whole nother level. Before it was manageable, but now it's just like. Because you know, when you get shot by a motherfucker you love and you mentor. Yeah, got out the joint from doing 17 years on a home invasion. I'm mentoring him how to be a better person. I'm a Mason, he want to become a Mason. I'm teaching him, and you know what I'm saying? I'm telling him he working with another cat, you know what I'm saying, to help with like labor and he building houses and shit like that. I'm like, get your license. Let people contract for you and shit like that. So I'm mentoring him for you to turn around and shoot me. And I'm just trying to get you off the property, bro. So ever since then, bro, it's kicked up.
When it started.
So even doing this show is a form of therapy for me because not only do I get to express what's going on in my personal shit, we talk to people like Geno Pacino who's going through them. So it's helpful for me to help other people.
Right. And like I feel like that's the reason why we got this platform, because like my therapy for myself is actually listening to y'all talk about y'all shit, listening to everybody else out there that got mental health to talk about their shit, and it kind of like that shit warms on my heart because you know that you're doing something for another person that can't do it for themselves.
Seeing somebody, it's such a beauty to seeing somebody be alone.
Yeah.
So like,
Especially us men.
Yeah, I mean, but I just even if it's a woman, bro, because it's like, especially when if you look at social media, it's like we all got these facades, you know what I'm saying, that we put on. You see what I'm saying? So when you in a setting, bro, whether that's a church setting or it's a therapy setting or something like this, bro, and you see somebody open up, bro, it makes you feel like, okay, maybe I can.
Maybe it makes you feel more comfortable.
It does. It's just like having something on your shoulders that you finally got off, and you just like
that weight comes off.
Because like, so not to say I have a mask on, because I'm like a genuine person throughout, but I'm a walking example of working through anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I am too.
And so sometimes I'm more successful than others, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, a lot of the baggage that out there with life, and I learned it from my mother, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother, she really responsible, a healthy person, but she just kind of walked through stuff. Yeah. But she taught me to not forget it, you know what I'm saying? Just walk through it. So a lot of the stuff I don't really talk to or really deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I went to therapy a couple different times, bro. So when I was in there with the therapist, bro, I was like, damn, I didn't realize I was this fucked up.
I swear.
Once again, go back to episode 3 of this podcast, and I was just telling you, I said you'll end up paying for therapy, right? And you probably got like a month or 2 sessions. I only went to 4 sessions because when you start doing homework, he or she, your therapist, have you dig deeper into what you didn't want to fucking touch, and so you be like, damn.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, man, one of the, it's such a. It's not a funny moment, but it's crazy because everything is up to interpretation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my cousins, bro, when he passed away, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, cousin. You know what I'm saying? But before he passed away, his mom was real sick. And me, I'm close, right? So, I went to go visit his mom in the hospital, bro. Now, so my grandmother, like, practically raised me because my mom had me when she was 17, bro. And not to say my mom didn't raise me, because she did raise me, but you know what I'm saying? She had a lot of help from my grandmother.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at both of them as my mom.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
So when my granny passed, bro, when I tell you it decimated me, bro,
Man.
like it destroyed. Like I feel like I was not the same person anymore.
Yeah, you felt like that's
I didn't have that security. I didn't have that sense of security that I had. So, and I just bit down and just kept going, right? So I go visit my cousin mom. I didn't see his mom in that bed. I saw my grandma. And I broke down. I never cried like that in my life, bro.
Yeah.
So he like, cuzzo, it's gonna be alright. Oh, cuzzo.
And you just like,
cuzzo.
You don't understand.
You don't understand. You don't even know. That's not even what was on my mind, bro. But when I tell you it's one of the best cries I ever had, bro, I think I have been waiting on that since the funeral, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, bro, everything be up to interpretation.
Yeah, it be up to interpretation.
Because he never knew that. And he was like, man, bro, you was shook up, man.
Right, you know what I'm
Like,
I was.
He was like, yeah, I was. But it's something. It's not. It was a method to my man.
You don't even give him a butt. You just like, you know, like I was, bro. That touched me right there. Don't even let him know.
I ain't even tell him that.
Hey, I wouldn't even tell him. You're right, bro. Hey, you have no idea.
You have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
You know what I'm saying? But check this out. So like, before I talk about my shit, cause like, man, it's a long story. It's really not, but it feel like it in my head. That's what the fuck happens when you go through mental health. You think that some shit be longer than what the fuck it is, but it really don't. So it's like, common anxiety signs and symptoms include feeling nervous, restless, or tense, having a sense of impending danger, panic, or doom, having an increased heart rate, right? So it's like when you walk into situations, your heartbeat beating fast still, breathing rapidly, sweating, trembling, feeling weak or tired, trouble concentrating or thinking about anything other than the present worry, right? So it's like, I think my anxiety started again, like when my daddy did that puss ass, bald head, nappy head, whole shit to me. I think that's when my anxiety started. And that was like at least at the age of like 6 or 7. And I always knew like that I was a nervous, shy motherfucker. But you would never, ever be able to tell that I was this nervous type of motherfucker, because every time I'm around people, I'm happy, I'm talking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it's like, I think I noticed some more when I be with my people from Black people, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my people. It's like, I've been on their ass for like 4 years, right? They family, they cool, they're my niggas, they're my dogs. But it's like, every time I step foot into the building, I don't even step in the building first, right? This is what I do. I get on my phone, I purposely call people that I ain't talked to in a minute, be like, yo, what's up, damn, I ain't talked to you in a minute. So that way, like, that's my defense mechanism to walking in and being shy, me being nervous. I got insomnia, right? So, feeling tired of the week, like, if I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I'm dead to the world. Like, I can't get up. My sister be like, oh, we just went to sleep 8 hours.
I'm gonna tell you,
I need my 8 hours. But I noticed that that's a part of anxiety.
Yeah, me, I can't tell you the last time I've got 8 hours. One, we run so many different businesses. I'm always occupied. Then, you know, we do the acting.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of time, but at the end of the night, or at the beginning of the morning,
This man gonna be started as a dirty cop in every program.
Man, stop it!
Yeah, dirty cop.
And it's funny because one of the shows that he been,
One of the shows I'm on as a cop,
I'm the inmate.
He's an inmate. On the same show, bro.
Go fucking figure.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the inmate.
Shout out to Ripple Effects.
Hey,
Stay tuned for Ripple Effects.
All y'all casting directors.
Hey, once
it's the
again, we
inmate,
do not
it's the
endorse.
dirty cop.
We do not endorse. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? But we up
We own the show.
We own it. So support it.
But you know, I have to pass out, so I would literally watch something, read, write until I'm gone. I fall asleep. It could be 3 in the morning, it could be 5, 7 in the morning, and then I'm up at 2-3 hours later.
So check this
I
out.
haven't had sleep, like a good 8 hours of sleep, unless I'm heavily intoxicated, and I got it.
So look, check this out. So I got a question for you though, right? Because by doing a lot of research with anxiety and mental health, I learned that when you tend to watch shows that you already seen before, that kind of help you with your shit. So like, when you sleepy or something, do you turn on shows that you have already seen, or you just turn on new shit?
I binge watch, so I might watch a show like I just got in tune with man, this black female created the show. She's actually pretty good. Anyway, I just got in tune with this one show.
Confused?
Nah, not them. It starts with I think an S, and then LA.
Don't give me the line.
She wrote the show and everything like that. It skipped my mind. But anyway, that's not important. So don't let some shit be like 7 seasons, 6 seasons. Now I finish that motherfucker in 3 days, 4 days. Like and then it play. I might be doing some business, editing an interview or some shit.
You just turn it on.
You know what I'm saying? Or I might be calling clients and shit like that. I just, bro.
But you still get a laugh off and, you know what I'm saying, be able to...
I mean, it's
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I can. My mind is all over the place.
It's the multitask.
I am multitasking.
right here, this guy right here.
But yeah, I haven't had, man, on a real, bro. I can't even tell you when the last time I actually had like real sleep. You know what I'm saying, like a full 8 hours. I haven't had a full for 8 hours since I was probably 18, 19 years old. That's crazy.
So I know one of the symptoms that I got of dealing with anxiety, you know what anxiety is shaking, right? But I think a lot of that does come from me having epilepsy. So do any one of y'all like shake just like you said, like I'm shaking, like I'm controlling?
I never had that.
So not only do I shake, bro. So I mean, not crazy, but
yeah.
I blink a lot.
But
so
you kind of like see your shit like.
Hey, this was crazy. So I do like a lot of photos in terms of the music, bro. Rarely do I take personal photos, bro. So what happened is somebody posts something and I just put it on my page or I tag it, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Just be like,
but I don't take a lot of personal pics myself, you know what I'm saying? But
shout out to your best photographer, because I always get the best pictures of you, bro.
And I be tagging all.
I get the best pictures of you. Some of them maybe catch you be looking drunk. I'm like, damn, he wasn't drunk. But I saw him go.
All of them, but I blink a lot, bro. So it's like it be a lot of them where I'm like, damn, my eyes closed when I'm blinking. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of that, bro, like it's crazy, bro, because it's like I've been doing a ton of interviews, bro. So when you hear me speak, bro, man, I pronunciate everything, good diction. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's on point, bro. But bro, I stutter like Radio Raheem sometimes, bro.
Yeah, but let me tell you
No.
But you know what? I can tell when you're doing an interview, you really focus on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or you'll pause, get your thoughts together, and then you say what you're saying. I noticed that.
It's about, and I get nervous in the most crazy settings, bro. So I could just talk to somebody on the phone and be nervous, bro. You know what I'm saying? But so, and it's more of a byproduct of it's like this nervous energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be relaxed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm having a hard time getting relaxed. I'm not saying I want to be relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I deal with it like crazy, bro. But it's not actually noticeable. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to keep in mind that. So if I'm in that state, bro, I know it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in that same particular situation, bro. And like that's one of the reasons, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, why the drink we gonna play Tears of Joy, you know what I'm saying, why I did that. Because like, so in the lyrics, if you listen to it, bro, I'm talking about my struggles with confidence, mental health, everything, bro.
Hold on, we gonna ask you about that. But I just like want to just touch on like the shaking shit. Like I was just being on YouTube and it's funny because I think our phones watch us. Okay, our phones is the fucking FBI. Because I was just telling this man about anxiety and then I get on Instagram and majority of all the posts that I see that's in the Explore page, it's on that, right? So it was something that caught my eye and say, why do I experience these weird anxiety symptoms, right? So it just got like 1 million anxiety symptoms and it just tell you why you're experiencing them. So one of them is shaking. So it says shaking that feels like I have a fever. Too many times I've woken up, I've woken right up into panic and heard with trembling that makes me convinced I was sick, right? And then the answer to that is that your body physically shakes as a way to quite literally help release excessive adrenaline during panic, right? It say it feels terrifying, but the less you resist, the quicker it will pass, right? So again, like anxiety is you being anxious, right? It's me and you can talk about something right now, and before we meet up, I'd be like, this is what I'm going to talk to this person about, this one I'm going to talk about. But being in that moment and just being so anxious to speak, you kind of like forget what the fuck you saying and how you be like, what the fuck I was about to say?
And then you moving too fast.
Yeah, and then you're moving too fast. So that's why I say it feels terrifying, but the less you resist, the quicker it will pass.
To avoid that, because I get like that. To avoid that, especially since now I interview so many different people, notes. I never forget what the fuck I want to ask. As a matter of fact, I over prepare. So if I got an interview with Geno Pacino, I think I said to you, man, look, I still had this many more. I had 30 to 40 questions, and I do that with every one, so none of my shit is generic. I always ask one question, like how you get your name, then break the ice, and then, because people love to talk about it.
Then they gonna say your name in a different way.
All right, and then I'm gonna fuck up. I'll fuck your name up on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Just so you can see it. Like,
That's some of the things I
My
do.
homeboy, his name King Chaz. He called him
Big Chaz, on purpose.
Every day I call him, I'm like, what up, Big Chaz? It's hilarious.
But you know what's crazy about like with King Chaz, aka Big Chaz, what's happening? From the first time he was on the show when I interviewed the first time, till when I interviewed him individually, his whole demeanor was different. First one, he was a little apprehensive. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He actually came on the interview with him. And then when we got the next one, you would have thought he'd been on this motherfucker 100 times.
Right.
He cracking jokes on me and shit. Anyway,
at home.
he was at home, you know what I mean? So it just goes to show the growth as far as just how you make
Just how
somebody
you
come.
do it,
You know what I mean?
So do me a favor, y'all. I need y'all to go follow this page. It's called Honestly Holistic. If y'all don't know how to spell it, I'm gonna spell it for y'all. So it's HONESTLY HOLISTIC, right? So this page is for everybody that's out there that's dealing with mental health. So it just gives you basically tips on how to deal with anxiety. It talks about like the situations of anxiety that you might be in that you probably don't know how to answer to. So just go ahead and follow that page. I know me myself, when I go into a store and I'm looking for certain shit, I'll be like, damn, what the fuck this shit at, right? So you have anxiety in the store, and some example would say, where's the nearest exit? Why are the lights so bright? What if I drop my stuff here and just leave? Is there somewhere I can sit for a minute? I feel really dizzy. Yep. Is there a washroom around here? My heart feels like it's coming out of my throat. Now, funny thing is, right? What if I drop my stuff here and leave? You know how like you see the long ass lines, and you just be like, what if I drop my shit here and leave?
Right.
But then in your mind, I've done it too. But then in my mind, I'm like, what if they just saw me? Like, what if they saw me do it? That's a good point of anxiety. That's anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to work in retail, so I know when motherfuckers did it to me. I used to be like, I'm finna beat these bitches. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, it is what the fuck it is. So yeah, that's my dealing with anxiety. That's Geno Pacino deal with anxiety. That's Dirty Eagle deal with anxiety, man. So
We
you
can
know
do
what
a
I'm saying?
4-hour episode.
Man, you know what? Man, like you can really do a 4-hour
You can do a 4-hour episode. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, just hearing Dirty Eagle's story, bro, like that's crazy.
Man, look, listen to me. It gets crazier than that.
Somebody you trust.
I gotta hold on. When my father being murdered, I gotta talk to you about that often.
Yeah.
Because when you find out the real story about my father being murdered while I was in the house.
That's crazy.
When you find out the real story behind it, I gotta talk about it out here because it's a lot of moving parts to it. That, when I say fucked me up and made me a demon at an early age, I was a fuck. This person you see now, ooh, God worked on me.
Right.
Because back in the day, boy, I was for none. You would.
Subconsciously that does something.
And no, it's still there to this very day. I had to work. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for my youngest daughter, Casey, my 9-year-old girl, I don't think half my family I would fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell y'all about that later on. But yeah, man, that even going through that, I've never healed through that ever. And then from that to being ran over by a motherfucker. I broke both my legs. Y'all can't see the scars, but both my legs were broke. Neck was broke. Said I never walk again. Could barely talk to shit.
You a walking miracle.
Man, you feel me, bro? God is amazing.
God is good.
God is amazing, man.
So yeah, you was the right person for me to choose for this mental health shit. Because like me looking in, me listening to your music, but me hearing you talk, like you never know what the fuck a person's going through. Right? Make sure y'all go download Freedom right now on YouTube and everything, all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all go fuck with his dope albums. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga dropped
a double album.
That's for another day though.
No, we're talking about. But you know, I gotta give a shout out, bro. Shout out to my wife. Because a lot of people don't understand when you're going through some real serious mental health shit and you don't know how to process, especially when you, like me, and you push people away. I push my wife away all the time. Like she go through a lot of shit. I'm like, man, just fuck this shit up. It's over with. On the outside looking in, we like the perfect motherfucking couple. But I'm flawed like a motherfucker. And so she doesn't give up on me ever. And without her, trust me, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd have checked out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But because she does not give up on me, and she just, no matter how fucking bad it gets, the next day she was like, come on, man, what's up? And so she just keeps on pushing. If everybody had somebody like that, no matter how bad it get, man, you know what we'll be in life? Like for real.
I'm trying to find it. That's the gift.
Geno Pacino is open. We're taking applications for him, but you better be a good one.
Flavor Pacino.
Flavor Pacino.
Hey, it's gonna be a spin-off. Man, it's gonna be a spin-off of Mental Health Monday podcast.
The Pacino flavor, season 1.
So what we gonna do right now, right? That was a good way to end it, right? Find you somebody that's gonna tolerate you dealing with your mental health, right? I always check on your strong friends, right? Like, cause his wife's stronger than the motherfucker. Because not only do she gotta deal with his mental health and his bullshit, she gotta deal with her mental health and her bullshit. And she gotta deal with the kids' mental health and they bullshit. Family, everything.
My crazy ass family.
We gonna shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, shout out to all the strong candy girls around.
Shout out to all the strong candy girls.
You know what I'm saying? So before we end, right? You got a song for us that's dealing with mental health, man. Let us know what the name of the song is, right? And what was your thought process and what was the reason why you dropped this song?
Alright, so the name of the song is called Tears of Joy. It's on my album Pacino Season 2. The reason I dropped the song, I talked to Dirty Eagle about it, you know what I'm saying? But I did a photo shoot for Mental Health Matters with this phenomenal photographer named I don't forget her name, bro.
Hold on one second, not yet. She gonna kill me. Lisa Monet. Lisa Monet.
Hey, yo. Hey, drink.
Shout out Lisa Monet. She's dope. Interview dropping soon on VIP Lounge.
It was the drink, not me. But so yeah, we did a photo shoot in Mental Health Matters, bro. And we was having like a real good talk during the joint too, bro. And it just kind of, you know how you have like a epiphany, you know what I'm saying? That God gonna be like, bro, I need to do something to reach back to people that's dealing with that, because I know I went through it, bro. And so, yo, not only do I love the song, I hope that it feeds more people, bro, and help more people, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's crazy is because it's like my writing process, bro, is like, I write but I don't write. You know, I have a couple things in my head that want to go and I attack it. So the day that I was going to record the joint, right before I went to go record it, somebody had broken my whip, bro. So it's like, just like a super vulnerable version of myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I was angry, but at the same time as it is what it is, and I'm not going to
you just put that into your music.
You know what I'm saying? And music is emotion, bro. And you know, May was Mental Health Awareness Month, you know what I'm saying? So I dropped the visual, and the visual was like, it's like the Peanuts with a black version.
Right.
And the reason why I did it in that way, I wanted to take me out of it, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be something that everybody can absorb, bro. Because it's like, once again, like I'm not bullshitting when I say this, bro. Like what y'all doing, bro, is so important, bro. It's so important, bro. Because we need like more and more black men in particular able to talk about this and open up, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, a lot of our black men are being destroyed from within, bro. Because it's already a crazy world that we living in. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're dealing with these mental health issues, like mental health destroys you from the inside out.
I'm telling you, and it's not instantaneous. It's over a period of time.
Yeah,
You just
from the inside
destroy.
Because you can be good for like a couple of weeks and then that shit just
Boom.
Yeah.
No, you can be good for years. Like
Yeah.
I said, up until 2016, I was able to manage everything.
Yeah.
And then once that shit happened,
But so we all have triggers though.
yeah.
Bro. So it's gonna be something
Yeah.
that you're gonna encounter that trigger it, bro. So that's the one good thing about counseling is that you can finally get closure on certain things, bro. Because it's like I've been in accidents that I still ain't recovered from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went to where it's like if you get too close to my bumper, I feel like, oh, I feel a crash coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So this was me using my voice, bro, to to activate the community, bro, to speak to them. And in a way that I know you gotta feel it,
you
bro.
gotta
You gotta feel it.
The name of the song is
Tears of Joy.
You
Tears of
know
Joy.
what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go down there right now, especially if you're dealing with mental health, man.
Geno
Like,
Season 2 is a whole fire project. Got my boy Ocho
Hey,
has to come on there. You know what I'm saying? My boy Chaz up, King Chaz.
Guess who ain't on that though?
Oh, dirty, good man, you coming though. You
hey, but guess
coming,
what?
bro.
We for the play. Hey, we for the play. My boy Geno Pacino,
Right.
Tears of Joy, right at this moment. So we just gonna.
Everybody I love, they turn they back on me. Play me like Dave Chappelle, they sprinkle crack on me. This homie, that flame, that love, never gave me a chance. There's something I could
One more time, don't forget, if y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about, maybe you've endured some things in your personal life, my bad, bro. Maybe you endured some things in your personal life and you have no one to talk to. DM us, let us know what you're going through. We can talk about it on the show. We don't even have, you can be anonymous. You don't have to have your name out there, nothing like that. You know,
Put you out there.
yeah, we just want to help you because you have no idea that your story, what it can do for somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody's going through what you're going through and they have no resolution and there's no one that they really know how to go to. They don't even have an outlet. Maybe they don't even have insurance to go to a therapist and stuff like that. So if you have anything that you're going to, DM Zoto, DM me, we'll discuss it, you know what I'm saying, and then we'll actually talk about on the show and come to a resolution for you. Maybe you could be the topic of discussion without having to put your name out there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So do not be afraid to DM me or DM Zoto, man.
We here for
Let us
you.
know. Yeah, we here for you. Like on some real, this is why we created the show for y'all. It's for us. But it's for y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all DM us if y'all have some challenges y'all went through and you're dealing with some type of mental health, man. Holla at us. Man. What you feel?
Hit us up.
Hit us up.
Pull
You
up
feel me?
on
Pull
me.
up on.
Pull up on
You feel me?
Alright, but check this out though, right? So outside of doing that, make sure you send us a professional email if you want to be on the show, right? Like we're in the business of being professional in 2021.
I'm like, I want to pop in.
Don't say please do not say tap in. I want to be on the show because what am I tapping into? This ain't
What we
flipping.
tapping into?
We ain't tapping in. So email Zoto Entertainment, that's ZODOE Entertainment at gmail.com, and we'll tell your story for you being anonymous. We'll just do like situational shit. I think next week we're gonna focus on depression. That's
Yeah,
what
we'll
talk
focus on
about.
depression. Oh, by the way, this is men mental health.
This is
month.
Men's Mental Health Month. So
So this month, all men.
All
We
men.
all
Okay.
showcasing all men.
Next week, Dirty Eagle gonna be out of town.
No. We pushed it back. So I will be in town.
Okay, so you're gonna be in
For
town.
this month, I said forget the vacation. I gotta be here for this month.
So we gonna do depression, right? We gonna have. I'm gonna hit my boy Bees up. Check on your strong friend.
Check on your strong
We gonna try to
friend.
interview him next week.
Okay.
That's gonna be episode 5. So
Okay.
it's Men's Month. So we gotta have all the men
Yeah.
up on this motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna end it with just a good
Kings.
note.
Kings.
You know
All
what
the
I'm saying?
kings.
We are kings. We are kings. We gonna end it with this good note, right? Again, follow Honestly Holistic. That's HONESTLY. HOLISTIC, right? They gonna just give you everything that you need to know if you're dealing with anxiety, right?
Yeah.
So it say, if you suffer from health anxiety, remember this. I know you feel like you are going to lose your mind from the 24 obsessing, but you are not crazy, right? Google may only make you feel worse. Google health anxiety or browse my page. So you know how like sometimes we go to shit, we'll try to Google it and be like, oh, well, why am I, this is funny, why am I burning? right? Nah, look, I ain't burning. But this is the type of questions that you ask Google. Yeah. So
Maybe you should have thought.
because like sometimes we think
came
Google
up with a
our
different
friends.
question.
Yeah. Look, sometimes we think Google our friends, right? So we'll Google some shit that we don't know. Like that ain't good for our.
See a doctor now.
Exactly.
I'm telling you a funny story about that.
It didn't say have anxiety is real. There's nothing wrong with you, right? Say those symptoms are not in your head, and I know they feel serious, but anxiety symptoms mimic many other serious conditions, and you are safe, right? Multiple checking only provides self-term release. I know you are tired, but you are stronger than you feel. I promise you this. A life free from constant analyzing, obsessing, and worrying is possible, right? Your brain will always think of the worst possible outcome as a protective mechanism. You can always challenge these thoughts. So having mental health, we always have the negative connotations of something that's gonna happen. You being anxious, you being nervous, you think of the worst before you prepare for the best, right? So this basically saying like, even though your brain is trying to tell you to think one way, your body respond in another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is for everybody that's dealing with anxiety. So again, if y'all want to be on the show, my DMs are open. Please don't send in my DMs unprofessionally because that's where the block button is at.
Yeah. And ladies, don't slide in my DM because
He's married.
I'm married and my wife will find out.
Nah, I'm single, but
Slide in Zoe joint.
Slide in Zoe joint.
Yeah, slide in my joint.
And slide in here.
Let me stop that. I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Don't be like, hey, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
myself in trouble.
You know, when females slide in my DM, I be all like, nah, Candace did that shit.
Like, nah. Alright, so
I'm being set up.
So follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, that's Zodo Entertainment, that's ZODOE Entertainment. On Facebook, like that Facebook fan page, Zodo Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, Twitter, Zodo ENT. And make sure y'all visit my website where if you need your favorite turned up host to book your show, if you want to come on the show about mental health, visit www.zodoentertainment.net.
Boom. Alright, look, you can follow me everywhere. Instagram, Dirty Eagle, Dirty_Eagle. Dirty is with 2 T's, don't forget that.
Don't forget.
Facebook, Dirty Eagle. Twitter, Dirty Eagle.
Don't forget it.
Website, www.dirtyeagle.com. I'm everywhere the same thing. Yeah, how did they get a hold of you, Bucko?
Yo,
Bucko.
see this logo right
You
here?
see that?
Ooh,
See that logo?
Geno Pacino, you know what I'm saying? It's GenoPacino. I got like crazy videos on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'm on all the streaming platforms, bro. I was joking with him last time. I say, yo, I'm everywhere in the streets like drugs, bro. So it's like, yo, if you just look me up, you're gonna find me, you know what I'm saying? Please support, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, to the YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? Download the music, and man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we building the future today, man. You know what I'm saying?
What was just the line about the drugs again?
Everywhere in the streets like drugs.
Well, shit, I'm everywhere in the streets like mental health. Mental health. One Day podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Came up with a new slogan.
Episode 3.
10% of the proceeds.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is dropping in the next hour.
Yes.
So make sure that y'all tune in and pay attention to this shit, man, because it's only gonna get bigger and better every month.
And thank y'all brothers again for having me.
Thank you for coming on, man.
You know what I'm
Definitely
saying? It's
appreciate
my
you,
first
man.
time formally chopping it up with you, though. So
3 Kings.
Dirty Eagle.
Three
Yeah.
Kings.
In the building,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Alright, that's it, man.